Yeah, so I am here. I'm waiting for some viewers. Hey, Rust Belt, thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. I know some other people are doing streams right now, so I do appreciate you being here. Let me tell everyone to go to the other stream because for some reason, for whatever reason, I can schedule a live stream, but I have to use StreamYard for my live streams. And it long story short, the scheduled live stream can't be the you'll share this. Thank you so much. That would help. That would actually help a lot. Please do that. Okay. 4 people. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. So let me pull up my election night graphics. Sorry if you can hear me typing, or maybe it's satisfying. Who knows? Long live political chatter. I could not agree more, political junkie. I could not agree more. Okay, so I just have my little what do we call it here? So let's put this in presenter view, and then we can share my screen. Share screen. There we go. Share. How do you like that? Is that good? That's perfect. Oh my god. Graphics. Yo, we have 7 viewers. This is great. Oh my god, I think this election night is actually going to be successful. Ask questions. Ask away. So 30 minutes until Chicago polls close. We can now project that Lori Lightfoot Biden will win the Chicago mayoral election. Totally agree. I think that Lori Lightfoot definitely has it in the bag at this point. I mean, she just has all the momentum in this race, and everyone, Democrats, Republicans, Independents across the nation, are so passionate to write in Lori Lightfoot, and they are sending donations and committing voter fraud that she will win. Looks good. Thank you so much. Let's go. So, Trump did appear in court. I mean, I'm young. I don't fully understand the whole thing that's going on. So that is why I only made one video about that because like I have to. But that's why I don't talk about it too much because I don't even know what the point of today's court hearing was. To be completely honest, like I guess he was charged, from what I've heard. I've got a drink this election night because my throat always gets sore. All right, so we have 10 viewers. If anyone has any questions, please ask me in the chat about anything. Trump mugshot. Okay, so like in a unfortunately in my opinion at least, Donald Trump will not be getting a mugshot. And that is devastating. And I actually need to reply to a comment because someone was like being rude and saying oh, the media wants a mugshot. Trump wants a mugshot. What are you even talking about? So I do need to reply to that person. Hi, election forecast. I've seen you've rebranded to All In Politics. I like it. Trump's going to give a speech at Mar-a-Lago later today. Yes, I am. I wish I could watch it, but I think I'm doing this live stream. I'm so sad we're not getting a mugshot. Sammy, I could not agree more. So, Sammy, you just went from your normal channel to your political channel. Interesting. But again, questions. I would love to answer them about the elections tonight, my final predictions, or really anything else. I would be happy to answer. But yeah, okay, so it is live. It is live. 10 people watching. That's pretty good. I hope we have great turnout so far. We do. All right, give me a question about something. Yeah, it is the same Sammy. I was pretty surprised when I found out also. All right, Rust Belt, give me a question. Sammy, give me a question. Election forecast, give me a question. Okay, none? Wow. So I'll just talk about my final predictions. I do believe that Janet, let me see if I remember how to say her name. Janet Protasiewicz, and yes, that is how you say it. It's not Protasiewicz, it's Protasiewicz, will win the Wisconsin Supreme Court election. And I do believe that Paul Vallas will win the Chicago election. Favorite senator? Yes, I love these questions. Okay, my favorite senator is, I'll list a few and then I could try to remember my favorite. So a few of my favorites: Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Susan Collins of Maine, Bernie Sanders of Vermont, Michael Bennet of Colorado. Oh my God, who's the one that I really like? Okay, I will go with Bernie right now because I just love the guy, but maybe I'll try to remember. I think Vallis will squeak through. I agree. Sinema probably. Sinema, I do like Sinema more than most people. In 2028, do you think the Republicans will shift to the center or right if Trump wins the nomination but loses the general? So I assume you mean in 2024 if Trump loses, and then in 2028, do I think they will shift? That's a tough question. But yeah, I don't necessarily think left or right they will move, but more so populist to like right now they are very populist towards Trump, and I think that they will return to the 2012 or 2016. I think that they will move away from that populist stance that Trump really had on the party. All major W senators, thanks so much. Collins voted for Kavanaugh. I mean, didn't like Murkowski too? I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of annoying if like you don't vote for a Supreme Court justice. Like if they're nominated by a president, 99% of the time they are going to like be qualified. If you disagree with them, that doesn't mean then you should vote against them. What do you think are the chances that all the big three in 2024, of course, Manchin, Brown, Tester, all hang on? Not much at all. Okay. I would give it all three. I would give it a 1 in 30 chance. Probably less, actually. Yeah. I mean, Manchin has like almost no shot at this point. Murkowski voted against. I did not know that. Murkowski. Wow, that's insane. President. That makes sense. Manchin is screwed. Yeah, I mean, Manchin has almost like no chance at this point. I mean, like I could see I do believe that Tester will hang on, and I could totally see Sherrod Brown hanging on. But at this point, I don't see Manchin. I mean, obviously we still have a long way to go. But still, I don't see Manchin right now. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. I forgot, but Kavanaugh did have assault allegations. That is true. Okay. So okay, I take back what I said. Do you think a moderate Republican would have a fair chance at winning the presidency? Absolutely not at this day and age, because Donald Trump just has that grip on the Republican Party right now, and honestly, that is really sad. But I would like one to become president. I mean, If it's like a Biden versus a Charlie Baker, Phil Scott, Larry Hogan, or even a Chris Sununu, all of those people, or a Susan Collins, or Lisa Murkowski, all of those Republicans would get my support over Joe Biden. Kemp versus Ossoff 2026. Who do you think wins? I think I mean I am pretty confident that this happens. It's going to be Kemp versus Ossoff or Raffensperger versus Ossoff. And honestly, between us, I hope that it's Raffensperger and that Raffensperger wins because, first of all, I met him and I like the guy. But second of all, I got his autograph and a picture with him. And that would be awesome for the future if he does become a U.S. Senator. I could have that picture and the autograph. But anyway, to answer your question, who do I think would win in Kemp versus Ossoff? I think that Kemp would narrowly win just because his win in 2022 was tremendous. Even with Raphael Warnock winning the state, even with Joe Biden winning the state. Sure, Warnock won. Sure, Biden won. Biden won by less than a point. Warnock won by 2 points in 22. Kemp, on the same ballot, won by 7 in 22 against someone who was like really strong and would probably be strong in most scenarios, but not against Kemp. And honestly, Ossoff is not a strong candidate at all. Okay, we have to keep that in mind. He only won because Biden was on the ticket. Warnock was on the ticket in the runoff. So there you go. In a given time, don't you reckon it's possible for Marianne Williamson to upset Biden in the primary? Because God, I hope so. Okay, I hope so too. I really hope that Marianne Williamson becomes our next president of the United States. But at this given time, yes, because it is so far away. Of course, Marianne Williamson has a chance. I mean, if we put in enough effort, especially in New Hampshire. I know New Hampshire isn't the first state, but if we put in so much effort in New Hampshire and saying that Bernie won New Hampshire, I think that we have the best chance in New Hampshire. I think that that if we put enough energy into New Hampshire, and even if we lose South Carolina, which we will, if we pull out an upset in New Hampshire, which is possible, then we can have an impact. I think that we can have a shot at the win. While I love Ossoff, I agree Raffensperger is awesome. He really was. Nice guy. I mean, he wasn't like overwhelming with what he said or anything. He was speaking to a bunch of Republicans too, so it wasn't like he was like, trying to appeal to liberals. I think I was like the only lib in the room. Warnock is a W, definitely. Warnock is a great Dem senator. Yes, he did meet him. Yo, what's up? Hi, Jake. How are you doing? Who is this person? Do I know this person? No. Okay. Yeah. So, 7:40, 20 minutes. Any more questions? Any more questions? Please let me know. I would love to answer them. If not, I'm just gonna sit back, relax. Which state will flip first, Alaska or Texas? I think Alaska is shifting faster, but Texas is further left already. Yeah, okay, so I do believe that Texas will go blue. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think that Texas will go. Sorry, I'm trying to read something. Give me 1 second. This is important. Okay. What is this? $8 review offer. Okay, sorry. So yeah, I think that Texas will shift first, just as you said. I mean, Alaska still has a while to go, and we have to remember the House election, that special election, was just such a strange case. It was just such a unique election where Mary Peltola was such a strong candidate, such a moderate candidate, and more importantly, Sarah Palin was a horrible candidate. Okay, Sarah Palin was just a failure. Okay, of a candidate, and we saw that with her, running for VP in 2008. So yeah, Texas I think does. You don't know me. Of course I know you, Jake. Oh wait, I don't know what you're saying. Maybe I don't. One of the Kentucky primaries, if anyone knows. I'm not sure, but I don't really think they're all that important. I know, of course, Andy Bashir has it on lockdown, but I know there are a bunch of candidates running for the Republican nomination. But I think that Daniel Cameron will be able to win, quite handily. But maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay. Will Andrew Cuomo primary Gillibrand in New York? Okay. Okay. So we need more information on what's going on here, and I would think that it's just like some rumor that like gained traction and then it became, super popular because everyone was like, "What?" But there was word that Andrew Cuomo would primary Gillibrand, or no, there was word Gillibrand was apparently telling her donors that Cuomo was going to primary her. He will. I, I, I don't. I don't. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, I hope he does, just because for the laughs. I mean, that would be absolutely hilarious. But who knows? I love your vids. Thank you so much, Jake. Everyone in my state hates Gillibrand. Yeah, I think you told me about some where she used like her Senate funds to fund her presidential. Okay, ask me about Asa Hutchinson. Asa Hutchinson. Ask me about Asa Hutchinson. Ask, ask, ask. Asa Hutchinson. Ask now, immediately. Ooh, I'm kind of cold. What about, okay, yeah, ask me about Haley. Nikki Haley. Can we talk about logos? Yes, we are talking about logos, whether you like it or not. I mean, let's start with Trump. I mean, Trump's logo is just genius. I mean, Trump's logo is one of the best in presidential history. I mean, I hope we can all agree on that. I mean, Trump's logo is just genius. It's amazing. In my opinion, it is just an amazing logo. Vivek's logo sucks. Vivek's looks just like no, AP made you look. Oh, really? I like your logo, but I mean, I am talking about presidential logos, just so you know. But Vivek's logo looks like every other Republican logo. I mean, if we're looking back at 2016, every candidate similar to Vivek has the same exact thing. The American flag in a letter or something, or somewhere in the word, and it's horrible. So Asa Hutchinson does not have an official logo yet. It will be we will see it once he holds his rally later this month in Arkansas. And Nikki Haley's, it's okay. I'm not about to say it's horrible. Could be better, of course, but it's all right. Jeb, I agree. Okay, let me pull up the live. Wait. Yeah, okay. So basically, guys, listen up. So basically, how this is going to work is I will have the live results here, and then once there are new results, I will change. I will how do I say this? I'm gonna change like the Keybase alert slide so you guys get it live. You get the results live on CNN election night format. So because CNN or MSNBC aren't having election night coverage, I will be doing that for you. So that is the purpose of this election night, and I just wanted to you know have an election night for you guys because it really is sad that there will not be any election night by CNN or MSNBC. So I just decided to do it for you. But yeah, so I will be changing, the whole thing. Let me pull up Wisconsin. Okay. Oh, come on, New York Times. Give me a free article. Jeez. I have to use MSNBC, but that's okay. I hope there's not election night coverage on CNN or MSNBC. Election forecast. Oh my God, those were fun times. Those were fun times. If DeSantis doesn't run, do you think he endorses Trump or Haley? Probably stays neutral, if we're being totally honest. The New York Times is the greatest threat to our nation. I completely agree. Yeah, let me just check if there's election night. Yeah, I don't think there will be. There are no live streams on YouTube, at least. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. By the way, if any of you guys want political buttons, go on my channel banner, and there's a link to my eBay page. So if you want, buttons, I have them for all candidates, from Democrats to independents to Republicans to libertarians. I also have commemorative buttons. And they're really cool. Alright. If anyone else has questions, please ask. This is the time to ask, remember. As later we're going to be getting those live results. So just keep that in mind. Okay. No questions. No questions. All right. So if you guys have no questions, we have 11 viewers. So if you guys want to say anything in the chat, then please feel free. Because I don't have anything to do. Okay. So I will just talk about maybe Trump to you guys, but I don't know. Or maybe Hutchinson. Maybe we could talk about Asa Hutchinson. Oh, Social Security number. Oh, okay, I got you. While we're talking about that. Oh, Huel decided to join us after all. Wow. Huel has got to just be be quite a jerk. 2024 Senate predictions have Republicans taking back control with 51 seats. Guys, tell who else to stay, okay? Because he's doing his own stream or something, or like going on Buckeye's stream. Say stay. Tell him to stay on this stream, because he's got to be a TPC hater. And he's just gotta, go against whatever I'm saying. And he doesn't want to join the stream. So everyone tell him to actually join. We have 18 viewers. Oh my gosh. Wow. 18. I mean, I feel like I need to say something, but I don't even know what to say. 7:51. We don't have any results yet. At 8 p.m. polls close in Chicago. At 9 p.m. Eastern time, polls close at whatever it is in Wisconsin. And yeah, there's 2 Forward Party events I'm looking at right now in California because they had merged with the Common Sense Party in California, so there will be 2 events. Andrew Yang, Christine Todd Whitman will be there. Tom Campbell, other people. Okay, everyone drop your favorite politician of all time. No, living, like, active politician below, please. Everyone do that. Okay, or not. Vance. Oh, okay. So people are doing this. Well, I did not see any replies. Dan Kelly wins. Okay, well, we'll see about that. Okay, yeah, maybe. No comment. We'll see. Yay. Joe Biden is your favorite living politician. Wow, well, he won't be for long. He's gonna die soon, so better get a new one ready, election forecast. Bernie Sanders, gotta be with you there. JD Vance. Bernie. I liked JD Vance for a while, and then he did something, and I hated him again. What did he do? That's right. And I posted this long paragraph on my community page about this. He was talking about how the shooter in Nashville, instead of talking about something else, he said that the shooter in Nashville was motivated by the school being a Christian school. And let's say he's right. Sure. Well, okay, multiple kids just died, and this is what you're talking about. You're talking about they did it, like, can you get a life? Like, are you out of your mind? Like, how about you talk about stuff that could actually prevent this next time? Vance, Bernie, oh, Hubert Humphrey. Oh, Bernie. Oh, okay. Nice. HHH. Oop. Who is this? I don't know. War. Elon Musk is technically African American because he's from Africa. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Okay. Joe Biden has no good qualities. Yes, almost none. True. Okay. Do I need to do something there? John Ossoff, that he's all right. I like John Ossoff. Vance made a mean tweet. I can't. Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely idiotic and beyond disgusting. After what happened, so yeah, I don't. Vance was completely right. Uh, sure he was, but you can't be talking about that after it happened. You cannot make one tweet about it, and that is what it is about. You cannot do that. Sure, he was right, but can't do that. Just got there. What was the question? What's your favorite politician? We need armed security in school. Favorite politician is Sammy. I agree because Sammy donates to my Patreon and has bought stuff from my eBay store. So therefore, Sammy is my favorite politician also. Brandon. LOL, thanks. Do you agree that Republicans need a less conservative Senate candidate in Georgia? Absolutely. Georgia is a middle right state. And if you have such extreme candidates like Herschel Walker, you're going to lose the state. But if you have like somewhat normal candidates, then you win. Brian Kemp, Brad Raffensperger, both huge wins. Let's do this, Brandon. Trans people are talking about MUH trans rights right after. Okay, yeah, maybe like some people on TikTok, but not like a sitting US senator. Well, it was horrible what he said. It was disgusting. Currently, Bernie, ever LaFollette. LaFollette is Robert LaFollette. He was great. Gotta agree with you on that one. Oh my god, polls close in 4 minutes. This is the only time I'll be saying let's go to Brandon. Oh, do you mean Brandon Presley? Because yes, I completely agree. We need to elect Brennan Presley. He has my full endorsement. Thanks. Oh, yes. You're my favorite subscriber. Don't tell him. Ossoff versus Kemp, who wins? Someone just asked that. Kemp wins. Georgia's becoming a blue state. I love it. We can't do that in Florida. Yeah, going the opposite way. Kemp, not keep. Yeah, as I said. I think that Kemp wins. Oh, that makes more sense. Brandon Johnson. Okay, so you're voting for Brandon, or you? Dan Kelly. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll see about that. So, JD Vance just potentially cost reps one Senate. Oh, Republicans one Senate seat. Probably not. Wait, why would Kemp win? Because looking at his win in 2020, it was so much more than Warnock and Raffensperger's was. So we have to remember that Georgia is still a red state, and because he's like a somewhat normal candidate, he will win. Paul Vallis. I'm personally supporting Paul Vallis. I think that, even though I am a liberal or I lean left at least, I think that that even though I do lean left, I don't think it's working right now in Chicago, and it needs a major change. It needs Paul Vallis. That's my bro. Half the police force in Chicago said they. I know they did. Isn't that? That's kind of crazy. So that'd be amazing. I kind of just said it, but like Lori Lightfoot, like the city needs a complete 360, and I don't think that liberalism right now is working for Chicago. So, yeah. By the way, I endorse Marianne Williamson for president. Please vote for her if you vote in the Democratic primary. Okay. We need Paul. Yeah, probably. 2 minutes. 2 minutes until Chicago polls close. Just 2 minutes. Endorse. Absolutely not. He's so gross looking. He's such a creep. Well, you are? That's amazing. One from the Forward Party. Do you feel that? Yeah, I mean, I do have Paul Vallis winning, but obviously Brandon Johnson does have a shot. I think that it will be a very close race. So yeah, obviously they both have a shot. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. That's great. As I said, in California in 2028. So still, Janet. Yeah, total. Yes, this is so true because we can just say anything we want because we want a reaction out of it, and yeah, let's let ourselves believe this. Totally true. Matt Chicken endorses Wyatt Tomlin for president. Oh no, of course. I feel that Marianne is too bad on the socialist side, just wondering why I like her. That's obviously a fair argument. But wait, polls have closed. I will answer your question maybe later. Polls have closed in the Chicago mayoral race. Okay? That is right. Polls have closed. So I currently have nothing. So I will have to, but so basically how this goes, I have my graphics and I will have to change the slide. You guys will just have to, wait 45 seconds or however long it takes. Where can I watch live? You are watching them right here, Matt Chicken, actually. That is why you are on the that is why you are on the live stream, because I will have election night graphics for you all. Brandon Johnson, good luck on the election. Yes, get your final words in, because we are going to have votes very, very soon, and I will be updating. That's right, I will be updating my key race alert slides, and I will be projecting it. Can you guys believe? Oh, wait, no. Watch this. Wait, no. Okay. Okay, wait, I have it here. Too early to call. Yes. Yes. It's too early to call. So isn't that so awesome? These graphics that I made for you guys. Do an election poll, Brandon or Vallis. Will do. Yes, you'd rather watch TPC than CNN or MSNBC or Fox. Yes. Okay, so the polls have closed in the Chicago mayoral election, and we have no projection at this time at TPC Decision Desk. At this point in time, the Chicago mayoral race is too early to call. We do not have a projection in the Chicago mayoral race. No projection, as I just said like 10 times. It is too early to call between two nonpartisans, but both left leaning, Paul Vallis and Brandon Johnson. Paul Vallis, Brandon Johnson, both running for Chicago mayor. This is the runoff election. And it is too early to call at this time. Polls have closed 2 minutes ago, and we cannot make a projection at this point. Are you just going to do CNN graphics? That's correct. I will be just doing CNN graphics. Again, too early to call in the Chicago. And what just happened? Oh, here. Okay. Ooh, scared me for a second. I need to do that poll. Sorry. Let me just check if there's votes. There are currently 0 reported votes in the Chicago mayoral race. None at this point. So therefore, it is too early to call. Lori Lightfoot was eliminated. This is an open race. That is true. And honestly, it will be very, very close. Now let me do that poll that you wanted. Start a poll. I will do who will win, not who are you supporting. Again, too early to call. Okay. The poll is up. Does Chicago not have any Republican candidates, just Democrat versus Democrat? Yeah, that is basically how it is. They are nonpartisan, though. Okay, so it is a nonpartisan election, even though I do have the 2 letter D's on there to signify Democrat, but they are both liberal. What state do you vote from? I mean, I can't vote, but I do live in the state of Connecticut. Great state. All right, in our poll, 8 votes are in. Paul Vallis leads with 75% to Brandon Johnson's 25%. So clearly, Brandon Johnson, according to you guys, Paul Vallis is the favorite to win. I would have to agree. I think that Paul Vallis does have the upper hand here. To all citizens of Illinois and Chicago, please vote now. I agree. Get out the vote, as they say. Get out the vote, because voting is good. Voting is very, very good. Okay, 20 viewers. This is the maximum that we have had. 13 votes are now in. Paul Vallis has a shrunken lead of 62% to Brandon Johnson's 38%. Again, that's just the YouTube poll that I made. That's not the real the thing. Connecticut joined in 1788 and Illinois in 1818. That's interesting facts. Thank you so much for that. There are still 0 votes in with 5 minutes into election night. Thoughts on New Jersey? If you mean the state, New Jersey is the second worst state behind Ohio. Absolutely disgusting. I hate New Jersey. New Jersey is horrible. Just saying. Sorry if you're from No, you're in Virginia, right, Sammy? Agreed. Nice. Thank you so much. And just like that, Paul Vallis's lead in the sorry. You guys just suck. I'm sorry. In the YouTube poll, the Paul Vallis, 16 votes in. Paul Vallis with 62. I know you guys don't care about that. But the actual results, there are 0 votes in, which I believe is similar to the first round voting. I don't remember there being votes immediately. I would really like to see Trump bring the energy he had back in 2016 to actually focus on key voter issues. I could not agree more. I mean, if I was myself in 2016, I would probably find myself voting for Trump. I love outsiders, and maybe not. I mean, he's just a very bad person, and if he was just a better person, I would like to support him. Had a trail to moment. Who do you favor in the presidential primaries? Like I said, Marianne Williamson. Aren't you liberal? Yeah. What did I say? Oh yeah, Trump. I mean, I care about like aesthetics more than actual policy, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I want young people, I want people who are outsiders, anti establishment. That's why I like Marianne Williamson. But I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't support Trump if I was myself in 2016. Who knows? All right. What about well, I was too young to support anyone. I had no idea what was going on. But yeah, no, I really respect Gary Johnson. I really like Gary Johnson. I would probably support him looking in hindsight. It's just announced city officials are expecting to begin releasing results by ward after midnight Central Time into Wednesday morning. Begin? You're lying. No. I refuse to believe that. Oh my god. I hope you're joking or something. Or I hope you're wrong. Alright, let's just keep going. Yay, midnight. In Central Time, that's like 1 in the morning here. Oh my gosh. I'll research into this. Alright, let me see what people are saying. I would hope so, because then this election night is for nothing. Okay. I am seeing nothing on this. Um, yeah, so I am not seeing anything on it being midnight. But then again, I'm still not getting votes 9 minutes in. I think that Paul Vallis will be the next mayor of Chicago. But it says it on New York Times. I'm not sure if it's true. I have New York Times open also. But just the election results. Um, let me see. Well, New York Times probably won't even let me open the article because they've got to be like that. Now, are you seeing that on the live results page? Because I do not see it there. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay, guys, listen up. Going back to this. On the New York Times, it says city officials are expected to begin releasing results by ward after midnight Central Time into Wednesday morning. Um, so, so that I think just means the results by ward, but that we will actually get, um, the results soon. I think that just means like the results by each ward when we get the popular vote. I think we will get that soon. This absolutely not go on Tornado Sam's. Let me see what quote unquote graphics he has, because because right now we have absolutely beautiful graphics. Oh, look at that. They don't have any graphics. Wow. Looks like this is the only stream on YouTube with real election night CNN graphics. So, yeah, TPC is literally king. Oh wow, look at, oh my god. Yeah, they pulled up some crazy looking graphics up here. Oh wait. Okay, so we have 20 viewers right now. Yeah, L Tornado Sam, WTPC. So I have 20 viewers right now. They have 8. So we have 18 now. So we have 11 more viewers than him. Let's please keep that going because that is great. So we're in like so we're, just a bit in a, fun argument. Okay, so there are still 0% of the votes in. Sorry, let me turn down that other stream. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Oh, thank you, Sammy, for going on that stream. 15 viewers. Sorry, guys. Don't leave because I'm not saying anything. So, as an update, we do have 0% of the votes in the Chicago mayoral election, and I will make these graphics right now as I'm talking. Okay, they're talking about me now on the stream. Okay, so 16 viewers, please stay. So I will be making a thing right now, a key race alert slide. Yes, guys, keep it going. Keep it going. Say join TPC stream on Tornado Sam's stream. It's great. So anyway, let's see if we have any results in. So now I'm starting to think that I hope we will get votes in before midnight because that would be absolutely devastating if we do not. But I'm thinking that we will, pretty soon. Let me answer this question. Republicans should get their act together if they ever want to win again. They need less extreme right candidates and they need to try to appeal to college students. Overall, Dems will take back the House. I totally agree with that. I think that they will take back the House in 2024. But yeah, I mean, their winning strategy, if you want to call it that, is just pathetic. I mean, they're clearly not getting really anywhere with their quote unquote strategy. But yeah. Would you support Ossoff over Kemp? I mean, I would, mostly kind of stay out of that race, if you know what I mean. My God, Tornado Sam stream is just right wingers. I know. Wow, TPC stream over here is completely unbiased. Appeals to all. Okay, anyway. Sorry. This stream is hilarious because everyone is joining mine. I legit vote for anyone over Kemp. I mean, Kemp isn't as bad, but yeah, there are better people than Kemp. TPC on top. Thank you so much. Let me just finish this graphic because it really will be better for the stream. Any um Any more questions that you guys have, I would love to answer. One second. Okay, of course. All right, so we still have 0 votes in, so I'm making a graphic for 0 votes. If anyone has any questions about these elections, please let me know. Oh God, they're gonna come in the stream apparently, so I will block them immediately. Oh, we have results. So apparently on the other stream they are getting results. I agree. Okay, we have votes, guys. 18% of the vote is in. Paul Vallis leads with 52%. Brandon Johnson trails with 47%. Let me make the graphics right now. Again, 18% of the vote is in. I am making the graphics right now. Paul Vallis is ahead. With 52.9%. This early vote is very similar to my predictions that I have. Now let me get these beautiful graphics going. It should not take me very long at all. Because of how fast I make these beautiful graphics. But anyway, yeah, so again, Paul Vallis does have a narrow lead of this point of just about 7,000 votes. 7,000 vote lead for Paul Vallis in this race. So 7,501. That is the lead right now. 7,501 votes ahead. How much of the vote is in? 18% of that vote is in. 18%. And I'm just finishing up these graphics right now so that I could share these beautiful graphics with all of you. And hopefully you guys will thoroughly enjoy them, which I think you will. Why are these colors so weird? Where am I? There they are. Okay. So I'm just trying to get it perfect. Okay, and they're ready. Perfect. Chicago mayor. Oh my God. Oh, no. Okay, there you go. All right, so you guys can all see that, I assume? Yes, good. Okay, so now I can get back to your questions. So we have a key race alert in Chicago's mayoral election. Paul Vallis has taken an early lead of 52.9% of the vote to Brandon Johnson's 47.1%. Paul Vallis is leading by 7,501 votes in this race. These, again, are the very first votes that we have in this race. We will be covering this race for a while, for all of tonight. I hope you all will enjoy me, but these are the very first votes that we have. This is the part of the stream that you will want to begin seeing. Let's go through the chat. Why do we only have 12 viewers? Thank you. You're welcome. All right, we don't need to talk about Georgia. They're too tired. Yeah, whatever. Brandon Johnson. Bernie beats Biden. Yes. We are also excited that our first votes are in. Again, that's 18% of the vote. That's all we have at this point. Wisconsin polls close at 8 p.m. We do not have the results there. And yeah. So that is the current vote. I will keep you guys updated. Of course, we have these key race alerts right as the votes come in. Of course, at TPC Live, we love to keep you guys updated. And yeah, so watching the political chatter while working late nights at Kohl's, nice. Wow, that's just awesome. Now, how are you hearing me? Are you just like do you just like not care about you could care less what the people here? That's awesome. I love it. Go, yes. When you get to historic elections that CNN actually covered, will you use the graphics they used back then? Probably not, just so I could keep it with. But good question. Brandon will win faster than Trump getting stunned at 2020 election results. Yeah, seriously, W, Cole's employee. I think the midnight thing may mean it was done at midnight. Well, no, I think they mean that, like, the results by each ward will come out at midnight. Star Years is here. Attention, attention. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, we have 15 viewers now. And again, this is a key race alert. Should I get the election music going? I'm so turning on CNN election music. Are you serious? How did I forget? Yes. Rust Belt wants it. Oh, I know Rust Belt wants it. Okay, here it is. If Kelly wins, I'll delete my channel. I know. Hey, go to the election analysis. How you doing? I haven't spoken with you for so long. Jeez. Yes, music. 1 second. Here it is. All right, ready? All right, let me know if this sounds good or if it's just annoying. Is that good? And can you still hear my voice over it? Can you hear my voice over it good? Is it like... What if I turn it down a little bit? Is that good? Yes. Perfect. Yes. Okay, great. It sounds good. I'm so glad to hear that. Yes. 18 viewers now. Again, this is a key race alert. And just like that, we have 48% of the vote in. Paul Vallis has a shrunken lead of 52.0% to Brandon Johnson's 48.0%. This is a key race alert. Again, Paul Vallis now at 52.0% with 48% of all votes reported. 48% of all votes reported. Again, almost half of the entire vote has been reported, and Paul Vallis has a 4-point lead at this point over Brandon Johnson. Just 4 points. That is it. This will be a very narrow election. But from my point of view, it is looking pretty good for Paul Vallis at this point from what I'm seeing, because in the first round of voting, the margin never really changed all that much. I mean, Paul Vallis had a lead throughout the entire thing, and he kept that lead in that first round of voting. I'm updating the slide here. Paul Vallis has a 12,941 vote lead. 9,000 wait. 7 okay. So that's a 12,912 vote lead. And let me just reload here. Sorry, we cannot project that Paul Vallis is the winner. Okay, there you go. Again, this is a key race alert if you're joining us just now. Paul Vallis has a lead in the Chicago mayoral race of 52.0% to Brandon Johnson's 48.0%. Paul Vallis has a 4.0% lead over Brandon Johnson. Currently has 155,501 votes. Brandon Johnson currently has 143,542 votes. That is a 12,912 vote lead for Paul Vallis in this race at this point in time. Yes. Go Vallis. 52.0 for Vallis now. It's good. Go Vallis. Wow, already half of the vote. That is so true. Let's go, Brandon. A lot of Brandon Johnson supporters. Is this actually a key race, though? Absolutely, this is a key race. Vallis really got to clutch us up. Brandon just got 48 on the times. Yes, he did. 48%. Let's go. Looking at the early votes, I think that Vallis will win by 3. I'm thinking somewhere around the same range. When do the polls close in the Supreme Court race? That would be at 9 o'clock p.m. Pepsi or Coke? Absolutely Coke. Thank you all for joining me. If you're just joining us now, we have 23 viewers. That is an all-time high on the stream. And Paul Vallis does have a lead in this race. He does have a lead in this race. I hope you can all hear the music. Let me see on my own laptop. Okay. Oh, did it change? Okay, this is a key race alert. We have 57% of the vote is in, and the lead of Paul Vallis has shrunk once again. There are more votes in this race, even more votes at this point. 51.2%. Get these numbers, guys. 51.2% for Paul Vallis. 48.8% now for Brandon Johnson. Paul Vallis's lead has shrunk even more. And that is 57% of the vote in. 57% of the vote is in. And Paul Vallis still has a lead. Let me update the slides to keep you guys updated. The votes stand as follows. 182,439 for Paul Vallis. 173,711 for Brandon Johnson. These graphics will not be perfect as I am rushing to keep you guys updated. That is a 8,328 vote lead. Sorry. 8,000. What did I say? So 8,000. Let me see here. 8,329. 8,329 vote lead for Paul Vallis at this point. And again, that is with 15% of the vote in. And look at those numbers. 51.2% in. 57% in. Paul Vallis, again, this is a major key race alert here. With 57% of the vote in, Paul Vallis has a lead with 51.2% to Brandon Johnson's 48.8%. Paul Vallis has an 8,329 vote lead. The votes are being counted very fast. I would expect there be another batch very soon, which I'm not happy about because it is kind of hard to keep the graphics updating. It is currently 8:31 Eastern Time. In 29 minutes, the polls in Wisconsin will close. Go Vallis. Wow, half the vote in. Let's go Brandon. Let's go. Oh, wait, I did this. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. W. Vallis at 51.2, 51.1, or 50, whatever. I do, but I don't use it. It updated again. I am not getting any updates at this point. Yes, it did. What? Please, Vallis. I think that's what you mean. Stop the count. I think that Vallis will pull through. Guys, this is looking extremely similar to my prediction because I did predict a 3-point win for Paul Vallis on my final prediction video. If you want to go see that, please do, because I predicted a 3-point race, and so far I'm spot on. They are being counted very fast. That's true. It is just one city. Sammy is exactly correct. Paul Vallis is on pace to win this election. I will turn down my music as we do not have a key race alert at this point. But Paul Vallis is on track for victory in this race. I hope you all are enjoying this because I certainly am. This is so fun. We have 17 viewers. Okay, we do not have any more updates. Paul Vallis still does have that lead, as shown on the key race alert in front of you. Do we have any more votes? We do not have any more votes. We finally have an opportunity to talk because yes, they are being counted so fast. Having a great time, man. Thank you for doing God's work. It's great to know other people are into this as much as I am. Yes, it is God's work. I probably should not be doing all of these slides. And just saying, we have 19 viewers on this stream, while Tornado Sam, as much as I love him, has only 5 and 4 now. So we have more than quadruple. I would say we need a young liberal to lead our great nation. Yeah, I do support Marianne, but the only issue is her age. And surprisingly, in my opinion, we do not have any more votes in. I believe that we can make a projection very soon. Okay? Here. We probably can make a projection pretty soon. And I have an idea, maybe when you should run for politics when you get old enough. Yeah, local. Do you think that with Trump's recent popularity boost will to sense? I've been saying for a while, I am not as confident as other people that DeSantis will enter the race at all. And just like that, we have 73% of the votes, and it is incredibly close. It is incredibly close. It is now under a percentage point. It is under a percentage point. The margin of the margin of the vote, but Paul Vallis still has a lead. Let me update these slides. 73% of the total vote is in. 73% of the total vote is in. A bit more now. And Paul Vallis's lead has shrunk even more. And this election is incredibly narrow. Incredibly narrow right now. This is absurd and absolutely entertaining. I hope we can all agree on that. Paul Vallis has 222,466 votes. That's 222,466. Brandon Johnson has 220 and 25. Do you realize the margin? That is a margin of 2,441. That is insane. I've never seen an election like this. I can now put that projection up, that key race alert. Sorry, I should turn my election music up, as this is a major key race alert. This is absolutely historic. Paul Vallis has a lead of just 0.6%. I'm literally losing my voice. Just 0.6% is the margin in this race. If you're just joining us now, we do have a key race alert in the Chicago mayoral election. Paul Vallis has kept on to his lead. It is now just a margin of 0.6%. Paul Vallis has 50.3% of the vote. Brandon Johnson has 49.7%. Paul Vallis has a lead of 2,441 votes out of 442,000 votes cast so far. Again, 73% of all votes are in, and the margin is incredibly close. This is historic, and this will be a very close election. Brandon Johnson has been gaining on Paul Vallis all through the night. We will see if that will continue and if he will be able to take that lead. I agree. Let's go, Johnson. Johnson's supporters should be feeling very enthusiastic because most people, including myself, were very confident that Paul Vallis would win. Now, not so much. Things are looking very good, or much better than they were. At 8:20 for Brandon Johnson. Sammy, that's exactly how I'm feeling. Brandon Johnson at more than 49%. Vallis, I swear. Andy Bashir, come on, Vallis. Chatter, I agree. Yes, also true. Yes, even better. We went from senator to president to dictator of the world. That is great. Thank you guys so much. Ambassador. We're just getting crazy here now. Yes. And that is the final. That's the final thing. Great God. Wow. This is a major update in this race. And I'm sure the hope is alive at the Brandon Johnson headquarters. Wow, I really need to take a breath here. This is extremely exciting. And even more exciting when I get to report it. Because I actually feel like a real news anchor, even in my bed. I don't know. I don't even know who's running, actually. Wow. We do not have any more votes in at this point. We will see if Brandon Johnson can take the lead. But at this point, to be even more specific, because I do have the exact numbers, I think that Tim Scott enters before DeSantis before I go into this. But Paul Vallis has 50.28% of the vote. Brandon Johnson has 49.72%. Okay, 50.28 for Vallis, 49.72 for Brandon Johnson. Wow, 18 viewers. We currently have great viewership right now, if that's a word. I think that I would make a great CNN analyst. I would really like to be a news anchor or a journalist or something along those sorts. But my goal in life is to be the John King, the election night guy. That's all I want. Or Steve Kornacki. He seems to have a better job. Why are you ignoring me? God, you asked one question, and there's so many questions. I don't know who's in the race, and I did say that. Okay, sorry. Chatter Kornacki, yes. The political Kornacki. We still have 73% of the vote in. I'm trying to keep you guys as updated as possible. Again, if you're just joining us now, Paul Vallis does have a lead in this race of just 0.6%. His margin of lead has been shrinking every time we get more votes. This I will touch on later. But LTE, I'm losing respect for. Is the Ohio Senate seat vulnerable in 2020? Of course it is. Brown can totally win. Brown can totally lose. He's more favored to lose, honestly. Wow. This really is a historic election night. Thank you all for joining me. That made it sound like I'm done. I'm not done. Why is predicted so dead now? Probably because there's no like good elections going on. But I didn't even know that they were dead right now. The latest results were from 4 minutes ago. So we have not had any results in 4 minutes. Good question. Brown, definitely. Montana is more Republican, but Ohio voters are more partisan. They got no action letter. I'm not quite sure what that means, to be honest. They got no action letter. I don't know. Paul Vallis versus Brandon Johnson. I never really liked any of the candidates in this race. They were all pretty cringe, to be honest. What? They are? Are you serious, Sammy? Okay, so Charles says that they just updated again on the times. I'm not seeing that. Maybe they will very soon, but I'm not getting it. Maybe my Wi-Fi is a bit slower. So, guys, can you still hear that music or no? What percentage of the vote do you think the no labels? Okay, I mean, I will make a video on this, but it depends. I can't answer this question now because it depends on how many ballots they get and how many states they get ballot access to, and hopefully it will be a lot. I really support them. I think that them and the Forward Party should merge immediately. Yeah, I agree. Glad. Yep, I am too. Lego, have you been here this whole time? Because I don't think you have, and that deeply upsets me. Then really, I need to talk into that. I don't know what you're talking about. Why not? Elaborate. Again, in this race, this is a key race alert. We cannot make a projection in this race, even with a lot of the vote in, 73% in. We cannot make a projection still because of how incredibly close this race is. Yeah, that's true. I don't think that they will have a good Republican candidate, though. Wow. Okay. I just need a moment to catch my breath because that was insane. When 73% of the vote came in, and when 73% of the vote came in, and it narrowed even more. Yeah, I know. I saw that. That was insane. I mean, that is absurd. Was killed in an FBI shootout. Yeah, Larry Hogan. I saw that on the news this morning. That's insane. I miss Larry Hogan. One of the best governors in America. Okay, just to talk about something here, unrelated, but just to talk. There was a new poll in the Utah Republican primary for 2024. Here's a shocker. Trump has an 18-point lead over DeSantis. He has 41 to DeSantis 23. Pence 10, Haley 5, Rubio 3, and so on. Larry. Ugh. Let me see if there's new votes. There are no new votes in. I can't answer this question right now. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Oh, that's okay. Lego post. I don't actually care. But yeah, I also think so. It has been 8 minutes since we got our last votes. Yes. Go on Road of Time Wiki. Yes. I'm not sure where that is, to be totally honest. Guys, answer me. Can you hear the music? Say yes if you can. Okay, yes, good. I'm so glad to hear that. And we have 20 viewers, now 19. Okay, we have 78% of the vote is in. And oh my god, it has narrowed even more. It has narrowed even more. I repeat, it has narrowed even more. It is 50-50 right now. It's 50-50. Oh my god. Paul Vallis is winning by like 300 votes. Oh my god. This is a key race alert. Paul Vallis, it is currently 50.0% to 50.0%. It's 360 vote margin. I'm sorry I can't be with you guys right now. I'm on the Google Slides, working on the slides, and that is 78% of the vote in. Again, that's 78% of the vote in. And amazingly, it is 50-50. I have never seen anything like this. It is, I don't know if you guys, yes, oh my god, thank you. I mean, I hope you guys know what I'm talking about here. This is a key race alert if you're joining me now. Paul Vallis has a 360 vote lead in the Chicago mayoral election. 360 vote lead. We have 78% of the total vote in. That's 78%. We need 22% more. And Paul Vallis has 50.0% to Brandon Johnson's 50.0%. Paul Vallis has 238,454 votes. Brandon Johnson has 238,184 votes. Guys, that is a margin of 360 votes. Oh my god. If Johnson wins, I will lose my mind. Seriously. And I'm thinking now that he will, because he has once again narrowed in this race. Somehow, Brandon Johnson is able to keep narrowing this race. Yes, I think it will be. There will be major recounts. I already know. And somehow, I would expect that we would be able to make a projection at 78% of the vote in. But not in this election. 50-50. That is absolutely absurd. Wow, I had the projection slide ready for Paul Vallis, and now I didn't even make one for Brandon Johnson. I have to do that right now. Oh my gosh. And that would be a historic win for Brandon Johnson. Get those numbers in, guys, while I'm working on this projection slide. Not saying that it's certainly going to happen. I don't even know what to think anymore, to be completely honest. I'm lost, guys. Yes, I'm thinking that Johnson is on track to win, amazingly. Who would have thought that Brandon Johnson had any sort of shot in this race? And just a reminder, it's only 9 minutes away until the Wisconsin poll closings. We still have the Wisconsin Supreme Court vote to follow. Okay, I made that slide. Now I can get back to you guys. What an upset. Seriously. I need to take screenshots of this. Time to... Yeah, didn't you say that you were going to delete your channel? Goated, this is not good news for you. This is not good news for you at all. Wow. I have never seen anything like this. Yes, you did predict that, I believe. We still have no votes. But it is amazing that Brandon Johnson was able to narrow it up even more, even with just 5% more vote in. This is crazy enough. Seriously. So much has happened in this day. That's so upsetting to hear. Saying that it's 50-50 in the race. That is insane that it is 50-50 and it's time to go for you. Wow, okay. So I do have the exact numbers here for percentages. Paul Vallis has a lead with 50.04%. Brandon Johnson has 49.96. When you round, that's 50.0 to 50.0. Absolutely absurd. Wow. Whew. If anyone has any questions, I'd love to answer. And we are getting ready to get votes in from the state of Wisconsin. Hopefully this Chicago doesn't last too long and I have to operate both the Chicago votes and Wisconsin votes. But I think that we will know the winner in Chicago shortly after the polls close in Wisconsin. Or maybe a while. It's 8:54 right now. Come on, Vallis. Why do we only have 14 viewers at such an insane point in the night, guys? Come on. I literally have a headache right now. If you guys have any questions, this is your time to ask. We have 17 viewers now. Guys, if you're just joining me, I know we got a couple new viewers. It is incredibly at 50.0% to 50.0% in the Chicago mayoral race. This is absurd. Paul Vallis has a lead of just 360 votes. That is just 360 votes. And I am preparing, and this is big, guys, in this next batch of votes, I am preparing for Brandon Johnson to come out in the lead. All he has to do is just outperform Vallis just a little bit, and he takes the lead. Connecticut or Oregon. Yeah, that's... Wow. I didn't know he ran for lieutenant governor. Let's go, Johnson. Wow. Again, this is crazy. Just remember that. This is insane. It's 50-50. So, guys, how are you enjoying this election night? Do you like it? Let me know. Say yes or no in the chat. You like it? Thank you. I think we may get one update before the... Yeah, I'm thinking about one. We still have 78% of the vote in. This is a key race alert. for Brandon to come. I like it. Love it. Yes, maybe. Thank you guys so much for the support. Yeah, I think that this is very successful, to be completely honest. Let me get out from under my bed because I don't know why. Yeah, Sammy, I'm with you. I'm not really rooting for either candidate. Okay, so when there's no key race alert or projection, I'm gonna keep the music off because it's kind of can get annoying, especially for me since it's on my phone right next to me. You should join CNN. Thank you so much. You guys are so nice. I love this show. Unironically, your bestie. I mean, if we are talking my election nights, yes, this is unironically like the best one because it's live. It's literally an election night when CNN and MSNBC and Fox aren't holding election nights. So I think that this is awesome, personally. And especially with a race like this, where right now it's 50.0% to 50.0%. Guys, that's insane. That is so cool. Still 78% in. Paul Vallis, again, a lead of 360 votes. Wow. So if you guys want to say anything in the chat, feel free. Oh, is it 370? Yeah, my math is probably wrong. Well, I won't change it. It doesn't matter that much. Because then if I change it, then I have to go out of present mode and no, not from what I am seeing. New York Times says that Paul Vallis is at 50.04%. When you round that, you round down to 50.0. Brandon, oh my God, we have new votes. 79% in. Brandon Johnson takes the lead. Brandon Johnson has taken the lead. Brandon Johnson has taken the lead in this race. As I said, Brandon Johnson is in the lead. Brandon Johnson now ahead in this Chicago mayoral race. Not what I was expecting at all, which is 50.1% of the vote to 49.9. This is insane. 242,970. That is the amount of votes that Brandon Johnson now has in this race. 242,970. And in just 1 minute, the Wisconsin polls will close, and we have this amazing key race alert in this state. And let's see, looking at this margin here, this margin is incredibly slim. Not as slim as before, but still extremely slim. Brandon Johnson has a lead of 1,111. 1,100. Wow, that's all ones. That's insane. I wish New York Times just told me how many he was up by. That would help. We are about to get an official TPC News key race alert. How much of the vote? And guys, that was just 1% more than before. And you can see how Brandon Johnson took the lead. And that just shows you how close this race is because just that little bit of vote came in. And whoops, no, don't share. Oh, God, now you probably saw my email. This is an official TPC key race alert. Whoops. No. Ah, this is a disaster. Guys. Guys, sorry, stop, sorry. Share screen, present. I'm so sorry. Okay, oh my God, I'm sorry about that. This is an official TPC key race alert. Brandon Johnson has stunningly taken the lead in the Chicago mayoral race. He has 50.1% of the vote to Paul Vallis's 49.9%. This is an incredibly close election, with Brandon Johnson ahead by 1,111 votes. He has taken the lead in this race, absolutely unexpected. With 20 viewers, if you're joining me now, Brandon Johnson has just taken the lead in this race. Absolutely unexpected. And we can probably make a TPC projection very soon. Thank you. I'm so sorry for what happened, but thank you for reassuring me that's fine. I support Brand. Yeah, he does support them. LOL. Hey, don't laugh at me. Yeah, I'm just kidding. God. Wisconsin polls just closed. We have a projection in the Wisconsin. Sorry, we don't have a projection in the Wisconsin race. In the Wisconsin race, we can. In the Wisconsin race, we can project that it is too early to call. In the Wisconsin Supreme Court election, TPC News can say that it is too early to call at this point. We have no projection in the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. This race has been heavily watched, and a lot of money has been poured into this race. And right now, as expected, it is too early to call. We have a total of 0 votes counted in this race. It is between Democrat Janet Protasewicz versus Republican Daniel Kelly. This race has been, again, closely watched. And the polls have just closed 4 minutes ago. And yeah, it's too early to call, but same thing. Yeah, I don't know if I said too close. But yes, while votes are still being counted in Chicago, the votes in Wisconsin are going to come in very, very soon. And I should probably get ready for that. And again, Brandon Johnson has stunningly taken the lead in the Chicago mayoral election. And we are likely, get this, guys, we are likely to make a projection in the Chicago mayoral race very, very soon. Again, we have 0 votes in the Wisconsin Supreme Court election. Yeah, so we did have some technical difficulties in our vote counting or our graphics just a bit ago, but we have recovered. Yes, there are 0 votes in the state of Wisconsin as of right now. But right now, to be completely honest, I am more thinking about, let's turn our music down because it's not a key race alert. But right now I am thinking, I'm looking more actually at the Chicago mayoral race. And not even so much Wisconsin right now. That's one to look for, but Brandon Johnson is really pulling an upset right now. It's really, really close. It's decided by 0.2, and he has the lead. He has been making gains this entire night. And finally, he has taken the lead. And I bet his watch party, wherever it is going absolutely berserk right now. I bet they are going crazy at this news because, once you have the momentum in a local election like this, it usually means that you're going to keep picking up votes until all are counted. At that point, it you know, just depends on how many you have. But again, and yeah, we have 18 viewers. Thank you so much for watching. Wow. Again, this is stunning. It really is. Would have never thought that it would be this close. And 79% of the vote in the Chicago mayoral is in. Can you guys say stuff? I feel like no one is watching, but I'm sure you are. Say stuff. Lego post. Sammy, say something. Sammy, you've been gone for a while. Wow. Whew. How will Kelly do? You know, I'm gonna be. I'll be honest. Like, I don't know much about counties and stuff. Can I become a co-comment? No. Just because I'm not like sure who you are, and like, it's nothing personal. Like, I don't really let anyone be a co-commenter on it. It's just like a hassle. And if you watch like my recent live streams, I really never have anyone else on. Any update in Chicago? There's not an update on Chicago. Trust me, when there's an update in Chicago, I will definitely let you guys know. It is pronounced a GIF. Yes, that is the official thing. GIF. So we have about 4/5 of all the votes counted in Chicago. Yes, I think we will all remember that also. Okay, guys, tell me in the chat. Should I leave Wisconsin too early to call up, or should I put up it back up the numbers of Chicago mayoral? Even though I'll think I'll just put up Chicago. Tell me, Chicago or Wisconsin? Call it. Should I call it for Johnson? I think I am. I think that Johnson has the momentum. Okay. Yeah, I'll put up Chicago. And currently there are 0 votes in Wisconsin. 0 votes. Just letting you guys know that. I wish I could put up multiple. Oh, can I? No. I wish I could present multiple things. Wouldn't that be so nice? Okay, here we go. So here's Chicago. This is a key race alert from TPC News, an official key race alert. Brandon Johnson has 50.1% in the Chicago mayoral race. Let me turn up the music. Followed by Paul Vallis with 49.9%. Brandon Johnson has a 1,111 vote lead over Paul Vallis. This is an amazingly close election. Brandon Johnson just recently took the lead, and he is now the favorite to win. We are expecting to call this race soon, but replying to go to the election analysis, I think I will wait until one more batch of votes comes in. This is for you here. Well, I think I will wait until one more batch of votes in, and if this momentum continues, I will call it. But if Paul Vallis, takes back the lead or makes it close again, then I can't project it, of course. Okay, I put up Chicago. Don't call it. I don't think I will, but again, as I said, once another batch of votes comes in. The big Mo. Chicago is too soon. Yeah, I don't think I can call it. Yeah, I mean, we do have to remember that it is a 1,000 vote difference, and only 79% of the vote is in, right? So we can't really call Chicago. But I mean, the argument for calling Chicago right now is that Johnson has had this lead, that Trump is speaking at Mar-a-Lago right now. Oh my God. So much is going on. Vallis. We have votes in Wisconsin. We have just a couple votes in Wisconsin. So little, in fact, that I don't even want to make a slide for it, because get this, 0.1% of the expected vote is in. You heard me right. 0.1% of the vote is in. Guys, 0.1% is in according to MSNBC. Only over 1,000 votes are in. I don't want to make a slide for it. That's just a waste of my time. Wow. What do you mean they interrupted? Kelly lost? What do you mean? So, guys, listen to me in the chat. Can someone tell me if MSNBC or CNN is having election coverage of this? Can someone please do me a favor and see? Yes, Kelly does have an early lead. Okay, wow, we have 0.2% in. Still like nothing. But I guess I will make us a slide just because I'm so nice to you guys. Yeah. Okay, let me make this slide. Okay. So right now, oh, you're out of the country. Where are you, Sammy? What the heck? Okay, also in Wisconsin, we still don't have any more votes, which is very sad. Janet has a 30-point lead in Wisconsin, by the way. Wow. I hope you guys like my graphics. I think the graphics came out great. Again, only 0.2% of the vote is in the Wisconsin election. I'm making a slide for it right now. Dominican Republic for spring break. Wow, that's great. And we have breaking news in the Chicago mayoral election, and we can make a projection in this race. We can, in fact, project that Brandon Johnson is the winner in the Chicago mayoral race. That is because we got more votes in the Chicago mayoral race, even further pointing towards the momentum being on the side of Brandon Johnson. And even though it is such a narrow lead at this point, the momentum has been in his favor this entire night. And therefore, we can make this major projection that Brandon Johnson is the winner. I am stunned. This is historic. And nobody expected this. Brandon Johnson, the winner in the Chicago mayoral race. Brandon Johnson has won the Chicago mayoral race. This is breaking news. This is absolutely breaking news. But it can be projected. Brandon Johnson right now has a lead in this race of 0.8%. And even though that is so little, the momentum, as I said, has been on his side. And he has been gaining on Paul Vallis ever since the beginning of this night. And therefore, us at TPC News do feel that it is appropriate to award this race to Brandon Johnson. And therefore, in a stunning upset, absolutely stunning upset, we can project that Brandon Johnson will win. That Brandon Johnson will win the city of Chicago. absolutely amazing. There is a margin of 3,000 let's see, 3,800. Okay, let me just use a calculator. 250, 250. Just take this in, guys. And he has expanded his lead. Brandon Johnson has expanded his lead from 1,111 votes to 3,816. And, have your own opinions, of course, but you have to give Brandon Johnson much credit in this race for, first of all, getting into the runoff, which was extremely unexpected. No one thought that he would get into the runoff, and he did. And you have to give him major props for getting into, getting into the runoff, because that was unexpected. And then he wins against Paul Vallis. Who could have ever expected this? Oh, Sam, you got to go. That's so sad. Well, have a good night. 3 points. We will get to Wisconsin, guys. But we have to talk about the fact that Brandon Johnson has won, and we can let's reload this slide, and we can make this projection at this point. Whoa. No! Stop! Here it is. See you, Sammy. This is an official TPC projection. In the city of Chicago, we can project that Brandon Johnson will somehow win. By such a narrow margin. This is stunning. How? My thoughts exactly, Jake. How? I think that's the question many of us are asking ourselves right now. This race has been called for Brandon Johnson. He will be the winner in Chicago's mayoral election. That is an official call by TPC News. I would have to revoke that call, but I highly doubt that will happen. And we have 6.9% of the vote in Wisconsin. This is a key race alert. I am making a slide for it right now. We have 7% in Wisconsin. Janet has, I would just refer to her as Janet because her last name is too long. But she does have a strong lead. That was my point. Sorry. She has a strong lead at this point in time. The raw vote, 73,836 for her. And just 44,989 for Dan Kelly. Let's do that math. 73,836. 44. And that equals out to a 28,847 vote lead for Janet. And therefore, Janet is in the lead. Sorry. Wow. Paul Vallis has conceded the race. So this race is over. Brandon Johnson is the projected winner. Paul Vallis has conceded. That is insane. So Lego Post, you have a very similar reaction to me. How? Or why? Why? I don't know why or how. And I am pretty unsure of how this came about. I call her nice Polish lady. That's nice. But I don't know. Someone just said he conceded. Maybe it's not true. But we do have word that Paul Vallis has conceded and that Brandon Johnson will become the next mayor of Chicago. And I will post this on my YouTube channel right now. To our new viewers, Brandon Johnson has just won the Chicago mayoral race. I repeat, Brandon Johnson has just won the Chicago mayoral race. Wow. So Kelly is only losing by 4 right now. So from what I am seeing, he is losing by 21 on the New York Times. That's with 8.1% in. Sorry, MSNBC. Yes, it will. Because this Supreme Court case is extremely important. Let me just post this projection on my page, on my community tab. And wow, that CNN election night music, I finished the video and it's an hour-long video. Wow. So okay. So as I said, we do have a so yeah, no new votes in Chicago. But you know, the Wisconsin votes are coming in like little by little. So it's not like Chicago where they just, you know, give us a bunch of votes all at once. But Wisconsin, they do it little by little, like percentage by percentage. So I can't make a slide for a key race alert slide for every, you know, little bit they give us. But I will make it now. Kelly just gained to 48%. Well, that is not the number I'm getting. I have to go by the number that I'm getting just because it's easier for me. But I see on MSNBC 11% of the vote in, and that is a lead for Janet. Again, that is a lead for Janet. And Kelly has just gained 2%. He is now down by a little less than 21. You've seen enough. Protest which wins. Okay, to our 16 viewers, in the Wisconsin Supreme Court case, the Democrat does have a lead of 60.2% to Daniel Kelly's 39.8%. The Democrat has 200,443 votes. And the Republican, now she has expanded her lead here. Sorry, no, it has shrunk. See, it's coming. Oh, so now 19% of the vote is in. So there's a lot more vote in now. And with about a quarter of the vote in now, 20% is in. And with 1/5 in, Judge Janet does have a lead. Does have a strong lead at this point. 59.5. Again, Janet does have a lead. It is currently 59.5 to 40.5. 203,000 votes for Janet, 138,000 for Daniel Kelly. That is a lead of 62,000. So 62,000 139. 62,139. 62,139. Okay. And I can now put this projection up. Okay, so this is an official key race alert. Thank you for joining me for a official TPC key race alert. Janet Protasiewicz in the Wisconsin Supreme Court case currently has 50.5% of the vote to Republican Daniel Kelly's 40.5%. That is a 62,139 vote lead. And I mind you, 20% of the vote is in. 20% of that critical vote is in. And Judge Janet does have a 19% lead on the dot. 19% lead over Daniel Kelly. If we're looking at the counties, I mean, I don't really know anything about counties, so I can't say anything. But again, this is a key race alert. Judge Janet does have the lead here. I've seen enough the system is rigged. If you would elaborate on that, I would love to hear that, but I'm not quite sure what you mean. And by the way, Brandon, if you're just joining us now, Brandon Johnson has won the Chicago mayoral election. Brandon Johnson has won that race. I wish I could get the projection that Brandon Johnson has won somewhere on here also. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I don't really like Kelly either, but that's a bit extreme. Okay, if you guys want to say something now, this is your chance. Okay, so apparently Paul Vallis has not conceded. That was false from whoever said that. I think it's a little early to call Johnson the winner. Well, I would disagree. I think with him taking the lead, maybe. But that's a good point. But anyway, yeah. I think that if the momentum continues with Brandon Johnson, then he will be the winner in this race. But maybe it's a little premature for a call, but I think that that it can be called at this point. You think Times updated it again? I do not have any more votes in from Times. Still 81% in. In Wisconsin, we have a couple more votes, but not many. 22% is now in, just 2% more from last key race alert. I've seen enough election coverage for one night. I'm signing off. Bye, Lego Post. Thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. You made it great. Thanks for joining again. Jan is up 16% in Wisconsin. It hasn't updated since you called, so we have no idea. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And my projection still stands. 84% of all votes in Chicago have been counted, and Brandon Johnson has expanded his lead by 0.3%. Brandon Johnson now has 50.7% of the vote in Chicago. Paul Vallis has 49.3%. That gives Brandon Johnson a lead of 1.4% in the Chicago mayoral runoff. Therefore, I am confident that Brandon Johnson will win this race. I believe that Brandon Johnson will become the next mayor of Chicago. I'm going to put back up the projection of Brandon Johnson in Chicago. We will get back to the state of Wisconsin and their Supreme Court election. But for now, we are going to look at Brandon Johnson and his victory. Just some moments ago, we were able to project that Brandon Johnson would win this election. And so, yeah, I mean, most people think that it is too close to call. And obviously, like a major news network will keep it too close to call. And if it were going back and forth, obviously, I would keep it too close to call. But Brandon Johnson has just been picking up and picking up and picking up support. And, looking at how he has been gaining through the entire night, I don't think there's any possibility that Paul Vallis wins. And that's insane. Wow. Yeah, I was just called by a local news network in Chicago. I don't know what you mean there. Yes, that's correct. When it comes to momentum, I mean, looking back before the runoff, Brandon Johnson picked up momentum in this race. And now we're looking at the actual election night, and we're talking about runoff there, or momentum there. And yeah, Brandon Johnson is the candidate of momentum. Yeah, by the way, this is a major TPC projection. And we do have more votes in the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, which I will make a new slide for now. We have about 30% of the vote in Wisconsin. 30.9, so 31% in. If you're joining us now, as you can see, we can project that Brandon Johnson will win the race in Chicago. But the Wisconsin Supreme Court case is still too early to call. And this one is expected to take a little while, but possibly less time than Chicago. But Chicago we did call pretty earlier than most news networks. So keep that in mind. I mean, we did call Chicago very early here at TPC News, but okay, so Judge Janet has a lead of over 100,000 votes. Can we just talk about that for a moment? It's about... So here, let me just do the math here. 316,190 minus 215,919. She has a lead of 100,271 votes. And that is an enormous lead for Judge Janet. I mean, I remember election night in 2020, it was not the early vote favored Trump. Maybe they are counting it some different way, but this race is looking very good for Janet. Well, Liam, we can call it here at TPC. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, and we do have a key race alert in the state of Wisconsin. Again, this is an official TPC key race alert in the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. Judge Janet has a lead with 59.5% of the vote in to Daniel Kelly's 40.5%. Sorry, it should be more than how much of the vote is in. So we have 31% in. I forgot to change the number, I guess. Wait, this is the wrong slide, sorry. Give me a second. There we go. Again, this is a huge lead for Judge Janet. 31% of the total vote is in, and this is an official TPC key race alert. Judge Janet has a lead with 59.4% of the vote in to Daniel Kelly's 40.6%. That is a lead of something. Judge Janet leads by 100,271 votes. An absolute tremendous lead for Judge Janet. Again, 31% of the vote is in. Should have happened earlier. What? I don't know. So I don't have 90% of the Chicago vote in. Yeah, I simply don't have that. Woohoo, gigantic lead for Janet. Yes, those numbers are a little behind now, 30%. Okay, so YouTube wants me to take a break from the election night music. Dismiss YouTube. Wait, what was that? I don't. Oh, okay. Sorry. But that's okay. And Janet has expanded her lead. Okay, guys, this could be an amazingly huge win for Janet. Yeah, Janet is up by 20. Thank you so much, Quentin. Go Protasiewicz. How much battery? 32%. Honestly, I could probably call this race pretty soon. And it's almost 10 o'clock. Go Janet. How much of that is fraud? Probably none. But who knows? So, okay, guys, to be honest, I don't want to go to bed super late, especially if it's something like this, like a live stream. I'm not sure how much longer I want to keep doing this, so I'm not sure that we will get through the entire race in Wisconsin. But we were able to project the Chicago Mayoral race, which is good. And we didn't have to wait till midnight like we thought. And okay, so we do have breaking news, kind of unrelated. Chase Oliver, the Libertarian, is running for president. He has just announced that right now. Chase Oliver is running for president, the Libertarian. Oh, hi, Old Line. Yeah, Janet will win. Let's check up on that lead. 36% is now in. Janet still has a 19-point lead. But yeah, like I said, Chase Oliver is running for president. This is breaking news. He has just announced this. This race will head to a runoff. Focus on the influence of libertarians in Georgia's Senate race. I'm just watching Chase. He is a libertarian who ran for the Senate election in Georgia in 2022. I personally like Chase Oliver. Still no new votes in Chicago, but we still can project that race. Biden will win. Yeah, Wasserman has seen enough. I've seen enough. Brandon Johnson will win. Okay, guys. So in other news, or no, not well, yeah, in other news, Donald Trump spoke at Mar-a-Lago just a bit ago. And what did he say? He talked. I haven't watched it yet, but he uh called he was just talking about his indictment and stuff, but he did appear in court today. Wow, Brandon Johnson took the lead already 43 minutes ago. Wow. Good stream. I gotta go. Make sure you tune in for my interview Friday. Who are you interviewing? State Old Line. I would love to see who you're interviewing. But yeah, on what Friday? Okay. We have a race to call in Wisconsin. Go Janet. We do not have any new votes in Wisconsin. There has been a standstill. Trump is well, of course he is. I thought he was in New York. No, he went down to Florida to Mar-a-Lago after his indictment. Okay. Scott Willens for City Council. Check out the live stream scheduled for Friday. Okay, will do. So guys, let me think what you think of this. So I have been thinking about reaching out to possibly someone like Corey Stapleton, an underdog presidential candidate, and interviewing him, or someone else, maybe like I mean, probably him because like he seems like I don't know. I don't want to like talk to some old guy. I mean, like he is, but at least Corey Stapleton seems nice and all. But but yeah, I've been thinking about interviewing someone. So how would you guys like that? So you're saying that okay? So a bunch of the vote is in, and Janet still has a giant lead. Guys, to be totally honest, I don't feel like making um I don't feel like making a too close to call slide or like a key race alert slide. So I'm just about to um that what was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, I was gonna project. Oh, what is the margin? Uh, yeah, okay. So Wisconsin still is not that close. It's 42 to 57, so it did narrow up as expected, but it is with 50 percent in, it is not really that close. Um so yeah, we probably can't project it a winner, but I'm saying that uh but Jana is heavily favored. I'll just say that. All right. Can we just talk about the fact that Paul Vallis lost? I mean, Brandon Johnson will become the next mayor of Chicago. That's insane. Dave is calling it. Okay, Westerman. Yeah, okay. And that should be a close county. So we have a little over 50% of the vote in. And I mean, the fact of the matter is, Janet, Judge Janet has an enormous lead in Wisconsin. And not quite sure um what to say. So I think that we can call this pretty soon. I did already make a projection slide for Janet Protasiewicz. Um, so maybe I should present that. All right, guys, let me know. Should I call the race for Janet? Say yes or no. Yep, I've seen enough, guy. Yeah, seriously, I feel bad for Vallis also. Yes. Wait a bit. Okay. So not yet. No. Wait a bit. So that's a no. Yes. Wait until 60% in. Sure. Yeah, so this race, really no updates. I mean, we do have like 50% in. Okay, guys, so I'll just present it to be completely honest. Oh, wait, 1 second. So I'm just gonna, I mean, the chances of Janet losing right now are slim to none. So, um, I think that she will win this race, and I'll just call it right now. Even though it is a premature call, I think that it's fine to call it for her, to be honest. So yeah, as I said, Janet will win. But I'm just calling this race because I do have to go. I want to get to bed. It's almost 10 o'clock on the eastern side over here. Um, and yeah, so sorry, I'm looking at something. So if you want to say anything like goodbye. Yeah, honestly, this is a way larger win than I thought. Yeah, she just expanded her lead a little bit. And yeah, Brandon Johnson, it's looking like we'll win by 3 or 4 points, which is insane to think about because we thought this race was going to go to Paul Vallis. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for staying. Please say goodbye to me so I know you guys hear this. But yeah, I have Janet winning. At this point, I don't see, I don't really see any chance of her losing. Bye, Political Junkie. Thank you. You were like you the whole time, so I do thank you for that. Again, I hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate all of you who watched. It was really fun, and I hope to do this again for maybe other primaries when there's not actual election nights. Bye, guys. Thank you again so much for joining me. It was so fun. And yeah, the 2 projections we can make tonight. Janet Protasewicz will win. Brandon Johnson will win. Keep that in mind. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Great live stream.